Hi everyone, we've got the August stats to share with you today and some interesting insights. So here it is. Now what we see in August versus July in the earlier months is typically a kind of a seasonal slowdown, and that's reflected in this 8.8% reduction in the sales volume with 1,572 sales in August. Totally normal August. Different than last year where we really had the spring market in the late summer, but this is a very typical August, about 8 to 9% of the calendar year sales. We've got 2,010 active listings, which continues this theme of no inventory, 1.3 months of standing inventory right now. A little bit less inventory than we had in July, and again, that corresponds with a bit of a summer break, and it corresponds with typical seasonal changes. Average sale price 606. So remember, we were at a high of 677 in March, so things have cooled off a little bit on price, which is probably very nice to see for some of the buyers out there. So here we are. If we look at year over year, I did just mention this. You might recall, with all the close downs we had early 2020 with COVID, we really had a shift of our spring market into the late summer. So we're seeing this dramatic increase in sales August over August, but this is not normal. The truth is 2021's August is quite a normal August. So this whole 20% reduction in sales year over year for the month of August, not super relevant, to be honest. Active listings up 5.6%. So again, very few listings, very few transactions in the early spring, generated a ton of activity late in the summer last year, and we really found ourselves with a shortage. So we now have 1.3 months of standing inventory. This is a key insight. A balanced market is between 4 and 6 months, so we're still in a very serious seller's market. Not as crazy as we were maybe a year ago, but this is still a market where there's a shortage of inventory. What we're showing here, again, this is this little odd peak, but hey, let's look back a year. Seasonal fluctuations in inventory, holding very steady at low numbers. There's a lot of talk that we might see a bit of a surge back in September as people have gotten through their holidays, gotten the kids back to school. So that's yet to be determined, but we're holding with very, very low inventory, and we're following a typical trend, not the 2020 trend. And where are we at on prices? So we're up almost 14% on residential prices and up 6% on condominium prices from a year ago. So we're sitting right now with a $675 as an average sale price in Ottawa for a residential property and $407 for condos. So where are we going from here? I guess that's a crystal ball more than anything. I can tell you a lot of people think that we're going to see a real resurgence of activity in September. We had a bit of a slowdown in August thanks to people going on vacations, the city opening back up, people kind of taking their eyes off their real estate search. We'll see what happens, but hey, 1.3 months of standing inventory, prices are up, almost 15% from a year ago. This is a very, very robust seller's market, and we're here to help and kind of navigate and guide you through. So anyways, we'll be back at the end of, the beginning of October, tell you what happened with September. Take good care.